Good afternoon everyone, welcome to today's Good Volunteer segment. I'm Vishmi. Usually this segment is conducted by Mr. Kushal Gunasekara, the founder of Foundation of Goodness, as part of a live program on Saturdays. But today we are recording this segment for you. I'm very happy to have John joining me today to assist in this segment. Let's give him a warm welcome. Welcome, John. John, every time we connect with Good News Radio, so also join us today are our special guest Jim Fries, and I'm correct pronouncing the name, right? Saki Fries and Felix Fries. Warmly welcome all of you to the program. John, that is your turn.
Oh, hello, good afternoon. Very much, a warm welcome to you all from England.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, same as me, absolutely. So how long, if we can ask one or two little questions to begin with, how long have you been in Sri Lanka?
We arrived on Sunday morning, and we leave on Friday night.
Oh,
So
we're off tomorrow night, so it's been a quick trip, but a good trip.
yes, indeed. And any particular reason? Do you have any reasons for coming to particularly Sri Lanka?
Well, it's really to see the foundation and do some volunteering here.
Ah, so
for a
that
few
was
days.
the original intention,
Yeah.
to come to Sri Lanka for this purpose.
That's right. So my boys Zaki and Felix are both at school. They've got a week holiday for half term, so just a week. So we thought we'd get on a plane to Colombo, which is about 10.5 hours from London,
Yeah,
and Sri Lankan Airlines.
yeah.
And we landed here, and we saw a friend of mine, an old friend of mine in Colombo for a day or so, and then we came down here to Sinigama.
Oh, that's amazing! I had no idea. I thought you just popped in here, so you have a greater connection with the Foundation of Goodness from England.
Well, it's funny you say that, John, because an old friend of mine, whose name is Toby, he came to the foundation in July last year, 2025, with his family. So he's got 2 kids, both in their teens, like my 2. And they spent, I think, 2 weeks here in July last year. And they said it was a great time, they loved it, and they really felt it was a great experience in all sorts of ways. So Toby said to me, if you're thinking of doing something a little bit different for half term, why don't you go to Sinigama and see the foundation and do some volunteering? So Toby, I've known Toby for 30-something years, or maybe 40 years now, and so we're old friends. And so we followed his advice, and we came down to Sri Lanka and down to Sinigama.
But does your friend Toby have any particular connection with Sri Lanka?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure how he originally came across the foundation, but he came here, with the family to do something worthwhile.
Absolutely, I think that's fantastic. And you spent, it's a lot of money to come here with 3 of you and for such a short time. And here you are. And how are you finding it?
Yeah, I mean, we're loving it. We're loving it. It's just it's an amazing experience, and have to say what the foundation is doing is so amazing in so many ways. There's so many different things on, and we're getting stuck into lots of different things.
And Felix, what are you enjoying the most? Oh, is that all right?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's been really good to work with younger kids and help them improve their English, which is the main reason we were at the foundation. But also to hear about the cricket, as it's so prevalent in the country. So.
That's great. Yeah. What has been your most memorable experience in that center?
I mean, I just think all the lessons with everyone has been really, really incredible to do. I mean, it's really nice to make a connection with people who you wouldn't ordinarily back home, and just from everything we've done here and everyone we've interacted with, I feel like it's been a very special and memorable experience.
It is very, very important, and Kushal, the founder of the Foundation of Goodness, he's always saying how important it is for people to speak English, because in this country, probably all over the world, it's because it's an international language, and if you want a very good job or a very good beginning in life, then learning an international language is a very good way to start. So what you're doing here, you're taking all these children, they all come here for free, and they go through a small selection process, and every 6 months there is a new block.
Yeah.
And there could be 3 blocks, all doing different levels of English, as you found out, and the actual conversation, what you're doing, and me to a lesser extent, it's so important, because you find that the children at school, they learn how to read and write, but they don't. Listening and conversation is sadly lacking. So by coming here and doing even a small amount, it's a great help for these children.
Yeah, and I think in real life, it's the speaking that's probably the most important, because as people go into the workforce and look for jobs, it's really speaking. And obviously one of the things that's come through in the days that we've been here has been, obviously the tourism sector in Sri Lanka is huge, but you need to speak English,
Absolutely,
I think.
Absolutely.
So and it's really speaking, not writing.
Absolutely. And so they come over here for these 6 months, and they have a little test at the end, and then they have a certificate, and that certificate is recognised in Sri Lanka as a qualification. And part of it is the oral side of it. But like you said, Jim, it's crucial that they speak. And because I have found also in a few occasions, I tend to find that the writing of English is superb, absolutely wonderful, faultless. But the reading, yes, they can read, but I find that there's a lot of cases where they don't actually understand what they are reading. So you just read it out, because that's the way they do it. But then you ask them questions about what they read, and they don't know, because they can't express themselves. So yes, the more English they hear and read out loud, give them books and things to go and read out loud at home, the better. It's a wonderful thing you're doing.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to Zaki as well, because not only have we been doing English, but he's been doing a bit of French as well. So a bit of French conversation with some folks who've come in the last few days. So that's been good fun. And they're both studying French at school. So that's been really good, I think.
And what sort of age children have you been teaching?
So for me with French, I mean, it was a mix. So we had, I was teaching 3. One was 15, one was 28, and one was over 50. So it's quite a
not just children.
Yeah, not just children. A very diverse age group. But I know they all came, and they all were eager to learn, which is, I think, the most important thing.
Absolutely.
And they were all very fast learners. They all picked up a lot of information. They all tried really hard to understand and to make progress. And I can see their passion for learning and improving.
Yeah.
Really.
But I find also I think it's a well-known fact that the older you get, the more difficult it is to learn something new. You have the expression, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I think that's pretty true, speaking from experience, of course. So if the younger we can get the children listening to English and hearing English, speaking English, the better for everybody, really.
Yeah.
I was going to say on that note, John, the preschool that you've got here, where I went into this morning, when we came with us, we brought some pens and crayons and things and handed them out, and the excitement in the preschool and how many kids you've got in there is just amazing. And I have to say the facilities are great, and I think the opportunities that these kids are getting are amazing. And we've done, Felix has done a lot of work with some of the younger kids as well, on the English conversation side, and that's been a lot of fun. And trying to figure out also, because we're not teachers, but trying to figure out how do you make it fun and interesting. And one of the ideas Zaki came up with yesterday, and I think it was yesterday, was doing a hangman, so guessing the words.
Yeah.
And then in the end we had 3 different teams, because we had the youngest kids, the middle kids, and then the adults, all sitting in different tables, and everyone competing against everyone else. And I was thinking, well, I was with the adults, and I was thinking the adults are bound to win this. But of course, the actual team that won was the youngest team, and they got it first.
Yeah, because they're so alive with their minds. The more and more knowledge, the better. Yeah, absolutely.
So that was great.
Yes, I think hangman's a real winner for children, and also I Spy with my little eye, and and all the. In the mornings when I come, I get here quite early, and they start at 8 o'clock, and you can hear the preschool children all singing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star," and a few other good old English nursery rhymes. It's all part of the learning process. It really is. So, will you be coming back again next year?
Yeah, it's my correction. It's my correction, actually, because it is really useful.
Yeah, no, we'll have to figure out when we come, but we'd love to come back. And we've really enjoyed the few days we spent. Unfortunately, it's just been half term, so we didn't have a lot of time this time. But yeah, it's great. We've really enjoyed it.
Well, hopefully next year, when you do come back, whenever you come back, you'll be able to meet Kushal.
Well, actually, so I met Kushal.
Oh, you
so
did?
the day I arrived in Colombo, this friend of mine, who I used to play cricket with a long time ago, took me to a book launch. And it was a book by Ranjit Fernando, who's a legend of Sri Lankan cricket.
Yeah.
And at that book launch, and I didn't know Kushal because I'd never met him before, but I was introduced, this is Kushal, and he said, yeah, you guys are coming down to the foundation this week. And I said, yes, we are. So it was one of those coincidences that was very nice.
But if you sit down and talk to him when you have more time, you will see what a remarkable man he is.
Yes. And now, Felix, this question for you. Because you are, I think, some silent person. I'm right? No. Okay.
He's going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
So, what does volunteer service mean to you, and what advice would you give to others who are thinking about joining in the future?
Well, for myself, it's really helpful to learn how to deal with different people and completely different backgrounds and abilities. And it's very helpful for everyone. Everyone can benefit from it, no matter how easy you find it, or because you can learn from new people.
Thank you for sharing that. So,
and have you been to the sports facilities?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you want to comment on how amazing the cricket was yesterday.
Who's the famous cricket character in Sri Lanka? You, Felix?
Favorite?
Yeah, favorite cricket character.
Or favourite cricket player?
Yeah, these days are really popular.
Probably Kumar.
Oh.
Sangakkara, there you are.
You know Sangakkara.
Yeah.
Did you know though that Muttiah Muralitharan?
Murali.
Yeah, Murali.
He's the head.
Our chief trustee.
Chief trustee.
You know, Mr. Kushal Gunasekar, Muttiah Muralitharan's manager.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So well, I've seen the sign up with Murali.
Yes.
And also in the foyer.
He's our chief trustee.
All the things about the MCC.
Yeah.
It's a big cricket
it's
thing.
mad.
Both Ian Botham as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian
I
Botham's
mean,
like.
I have another small connection is that I am a member of the MCC as
You're
well.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh,
So,
that hurts me, Jim. I tell you what.
so there you go.
It's only a 20-year waiting list or something.
Well, no, but I was playing back in those days.
Oh,
So
really?
I managed to shortcut the list a bit.
So you professionally?
Well, no, but at a standard that was good enough to qualify as a playing member.
That's great.
Back in the old days, not anymore. I should say.
But the
Now
love
I can barely walk.
but the love of cricket stays with us all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really is a wonderful thing, and you can understand why the foundation is partly based on cricket
Yeah.
and Kushal's love of the sport.
But it also, I mean, from a community, and this is what I was thinking yesterday when we were watching. We took a fielding practice yesterday with the guys down at the ground, and it just how it brings this community together, and the opportunities that these young kids are getting to play really good cricket, and then you hear some of the stories of those who have been through the foundation. And they've qualified, they played for Sri Lanka under 19s.
Definitely. We have
really
4 girls
stuff.
in
Yeah.
women's cricket team,
Yeah.
national Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's a
Amazing.
ladies team, I know.
Yeah, ladies team.
We're going to work with them this afternoon, actually, I think.
Yeah.
And it really is a unifying sport because you can go to any village in Sri Lanka, and they can have sort of 3 sticks as the wickets, a bigger stick as the bat. And you've got all the little kids running around. It's just, it's a community game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like any other game, really. It's wonderful stuff.
Yeah. Sport brings people together, I think.
Absolutely,
And it's great.
Yeah. Well, Jim, thank you very much indeed.
Yes.
Thank you,
And
John.
Zaki and Felix, thank you very much indeed. And hopefully we'll see you many, many, many times in the future.
Yeah.
Because I come over here every year now for 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful thing, it really is.
That's inspiring, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we hope that in the future we will have the chance to invite you again and continue sharing this experience. Thank you so much. Once again, a big thank you to everyone who joined us today for this segment. Wishing all our listeners a wonderful day and a bright future.